Hello and welcome to the WCBL Week 1 Power Rankings for Evergrande with me, Chu, and my lovely co-host.
Hey, what's up? This is Antone64 here, back once again to hit you with these power rankings.
To hit you with these power rankings.
Yep.
To body slam you into the ground.
To toss these rankings on your neck.
Oof. Anyways, let's hop right into it. So, at number 10, we have conflicting people. I guess we should talk about Zone first since he's averagely lower than you.
Mm-hmm.
So let me scroll to my notes. You can say what you want first.
Um, uh, See, like, hacks played a lot of importance in this game. Vaporeon just skull burned half of Zone's team pretty much.
Can you really complain about Skullburn was 30%?
No, and then at the same time, Zone's wave breaking Vaporeon was to set up a DD with Mints.
Yeah, which was not an easy
Which
task.
you risk, which you risk being skull burned in. So,
Um,
yeah.
one of my notes was he complains about being unlucky when his name is XX Never Lucky XX.
Good point. Fair point.
Yep. So my notes is he misprepped by not bringing a Salamon that could break both Vaporeon and Gigalith. I say Salamon because Mens needed to Dragon Dance, and that was a hard thing to do versus Rogue's team, considering he could have went into wasn't Rabambi still sashed?
I
One.
believe it was.
So I mean, if Rogue's Rabambi had his sash still in stack, he could have stun sported it, and then he could have still beaten it with Nihilego. Um,
And like at the same time, he could have wished into the Rabombi with almost anything.
yeah, Rogue definitely had a way to beat Salamence.
Yeah.
So, he let his Nihilego counter die too early, letting Nihilego sweep. Because his Nihilego counter was fucking Metagross. And even if it was a burn, it was still helpful later game.
Yeah.
Um, because Nihilego was such a huge problem on matchup in my opinion, so he just let Metagross die, therefore opening up a path for Rogue to win with Nihilego.
Fair point.
Another thing is, where was his Mega Garchomp counter?
Priority with Mamoswine.
I'm pretty. Let me calc this. I'm pretty sure Mega Chomp lives a hit.
Not if he was Adamant Life Orb Mamoswine.
I don't think Zone ran Adamant Life Orb.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, Adamant Life Orb Mamoswine has a percent to kill with Ice Shard. So, I mean, and Mamoswine's not a counter; it's a check because Rogue can always switch out, and you need to keep Mamoswine alive to be able to check Mega Garchomp.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
he didn't bring Ditto to copy Rogue's win cons, which was interesting. I don't know why he didn't bring Ditto because he could have copied Nihilego that had Beast Boost. It could have copied Mega Garchomp that had SDs. It could have copied Rabambi that had Quiver Dance. It could have copied Mew. So I felt Ditto would have been a decent like emergency button for like a Nihilego sweep.
I don't blame him for not bringing Ditto, because if he would have copied something like Nihilego, I'm not sure a Ditto could have counter killed a Nihilego within like as bulky as Nihilego is. Then he would have been forced out by Garchomp unless he was locked into HPI, which something else.
Let's see. If he's +3, all he needed was Chip because Power Gem does 60 or 71 to 83, and then if he gets the kill, let's see what Mega Garchomp's taken from a +4 Nihilego. It's taken 56% from a +4 Power Gem, so I feel like Ditto could have been like a good help later game. He definitely relied on Armaldo to remove powers, yet let it die early because he needed webs off the field for Blacephalon. If he was gonna bring Megalop, he needed it for that. So I don't really think he misplayed and misprepped.
Yeah, kinda. I could have seen like a sub power up punch Lopunny really putting in the work this week.
Yeah, that would have been really good. But
Or maybe
anyway,
like a cosmic power up punch.
huh? Antoine, now you're talking two heat.
No, like that's actually the cleanest set.
Okay.
That's for another day though.
Anyways, let's move on to your game. So, oh wait, shit, we didn't go over like all the stats and shit because I wrote down the stats. So, Zone got 5-0'd by the Tulsa Excadrillers. Because he brought Blaze Long, Primarina, Mamoswine, Salamence, Metagross, and Armaldo, and Mens was the only one that got a kill. So yeah, yeah, Zone definitely played really poorly in my opinion.
Yeah,
That's why I put him in last. Anyways, let's go over your game. You decided to bring Golisopod, Tangrowth, Mega Audino, Talonflame, Kyurem, and Savali Bug. Do you have anything to say about yourself? Because you put yourself at 10th.
Yeah. The biggest problem in this game was not bringing a way to break Deoxys.
Yeah.
I feel like if I would have had Leech Life on Golisopod, I had a really solid chance of winning.
Yeah, definitely.
After Aggron went down, I didn't bring Hoopa because I didn't feel like I had too good of a matchup. Plus, I feel like he'd over prep for Hoopa and not prep for other things.
Yeah, that's true.
I know in Primer's either team builder or video, he was really worried. His actual video, he was wondering why I brought Savali Bug. I brought Savali Bug because it was an easy ground check to either Zygarde or Gliscor.
I felt like you should have brought. If you're looking for a solid ground check, you should have brought Grass, in my opinion, because it's not weak to rocks, and your team really struggled with rocks.
I didn't feel like a Grass type Savali would work in this match as well as a Bug one would.
I guess. Some of my notes. You already covered that you didn't really have any real counters to Deoxys defense. Your team got whittled down really easily. Because once rocks were up, everything just got whittled down, and you couldn't keep up with Primer's stall. You didn't bring it. Another point, in my opinion, you didn't bring really any offensive pressure. Sure, you brought Talonflame, sure, you brought Kyurem, but the way you brought those sets, you brought them defensively, which offensive Kyurem could have put in a lot of work. And I don't think Deoxys defense would have really liked welling a offensive Kyurem, so... I mean, Kyurem still got 3 kills, though, so...
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Like, I feel like that was the most optimal Kyurem set by far.
I mean, it was a creative set, it worked, but I feel like you needed more offensive pressure this game.
And see
Trying to fight stall with stall is always a losing battle for both people.
Like, the whole point of Talonflame on this team was that I didn't think he was going to bring Deoxys defense at all. Like, between Hoopa and Golisopod and, Kyurem, I didn't think he'd bring it. The whole point of Talonflame was for Mungus, which I would almost guarantee should have come.
Yeah, I also think you should have brought Toxic on him on.
Yeah, that might have been a good thing.
Your creative sets didn't really work out too well because the Talonflame didn't really work. It was just... The sets weren't as optimal as I like. I love the Kyurem set. The Kyurem set was really lit. But, I feel like, just going back to the thing, offensive Kyurem would have put in so much work. He didn't really have a switch in. As you said before, Hoopa Unbound was a really good bring. And then Savali being forced to remove hazards, which didn't work out well, considering it took 25% every time it switched in. And he had a clean switch in every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know you, Antoine. I know you're gonna bounce back from this, and I hope you do well. But
yeah, I've been out the game for too long. Yeah, I've been out the game.
You took a break, so hopefully next week you won't rank yourself 10th again.
Oh yeah, I will. 100%.
Oof.
Worst team in the league by far.
Whoa. So I guess next up is Ryan, who we have ranked next. I find it funny how our last 3 are just interchanged.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyways,
I don't think so
so
too.
Ryan fought Tort, and he lost 4-0. He brought Haxorus, Alakazam, Skarmory, Sylveon, Pukumuku, and Blaziken. On my first thing, he misprepped by bringing Pukumuku because it was way too passive versus Tort's team, and it didn't really beat anything.
Like the only reason to bring Pukumuku was to get innards out on Coco and hope that the Coco could Oko it.
But he never brought it out versus Coco, which
Yeah.
made me assume he was unaware instead, which...
I don't see a point of bringing unaware.
Yeah, so I definitely think either Pikamuku was a bad bring in general, but he misplayed it badly. He misplayed it as well. Because Kogo was such a problem. I guess Pikamuku was a internet out. Sure, that could have worked, but he never did it.
Yeah.
Wait, go. We couldn't even see if he was internet out because Terrible and Kieran Black. So.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he misprepped by bringing Scarf Haxorus instead of maybe DD with Lumberry. Because DD with Lumberry sort of ripped through Tort's team, in my opinion.
Yeah, like Earthquake, Poison Jab, Dragon Claw just kind of won.
It's that crazy. But Scarf Haxorus, I don't understand the bring of Scarf Haxorus, really.
I don't know. It didn't really revenge kill much.
Yeah, it didn't.
Besides Akira and Black.
He misplayed Sylveon around Coco because Sylveon could have perhaps walled Coco, but he didn't really do that at all. So, oof. He didn't bring a solid Karen Black counter. I don't know if his team really had one, but he didn't bring anything really except for Sylveon, which I mean, sort of dies to Iron Head. So, yeah, let's look at Ryan's team. Yeah, he didn't really have a fucking Karen Black check.
No, like, it was Bullet Punch with Lucario.
Yeah, he didn't even bring it. He let his offensive mons die / get crippled too early. And that also leads into my next point. He played his offense like dog shit, in my opinion. Because it's just... the reason I have him above Zone, though, is because I feel just like Zone complained way too much about his battle.
I feel like Ryan prepared a better team for what he was given than Zone did.
Yeah, like, I could have I could have seen that more things Zone could have done to win, but Ryan tried, but Tort's team is really good, so he didn't really have anything for it. So yeah, that's one of the things about it. Yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say. Do you have anything to say?
No, you did a pretty good job. I feel like his Sylveon could have really won. Like, if he could have just stalled out the train, I feel like he could have brought it back.
There was a chance, but it was a very low chance.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping Kieran Black didn't have Iron Head.
Yeah. Maybe Ryan will do better, but, let's move on.
Alright, let us.
So, moving on to a guy and the Dallas Starmies, who lost to the Dallas Caldeos 4-0. A guy brought Victini, Hitmontop, Araquanid, Fortress, Exploit, and Goodra. What do you have to say, Antoine?
A guy got smashed.
He sort of did. If Pag wanted to, Pag could have got just a 6-0 and led the entire league.
Yeah, like, but Pag is the GOAT and they don't want to take it.
Yeah, and I know I did help Pag prep this week, or for week 1. And honestly, we have like a couple of things where like offensive Lando T was sort of a problem, but Pag's team meshes really well together in my opinion. So it was a hard matchup for a guy, I think. Some of my notes: he misrep by not bringing offensive Lander's Therian, which beat most of Pag's walls. I don't know if there was a wall that Lando T didn't break. like Dual Dance sort of broke everything.
Um, yeah, but I feel like Aloe is the automatic switch in the Lando.
Aloe takes like 60, I think, from +2 Lando.
I mean, like I would on a double dance Lando, I would always set up a rock polish first,
Yeah, true.
and I felt like at that point you would have switched in Aloe, got a
Well,
scald off
the
on
thing
the.
is, the thing is, he did not really need rock polish versus Pakistan, considering the only thing that outsped was Yax's speed. And I don't remember if Pag. Let me go back to the team being Pag Prep. Where the fuck is it? Let's see. I don't know if I have it. Let me. You can keep talking. I'm just gonna find this team.
Yeah, just okay. Chansey was a huge problem. His way of breaking it was him on top, which him on top isn't a breaker really.
Oh yeah, him on top doesn't really break. So
I liked physically offensive Gudra. I thought it was a pretty good bring.
I mean, in my opinion, it wasn't that great. I cannot seem to find this team. Here, I probably have it.
I mean, between Fire Punch and Power Up Punch, he kind of won in Power Whip. If he would have just kept it healthy and not let it get poisoned, but that was so hard to do.
Oh,
so
yeah, never mind. He should have rock polished because the Speed had ice beam. Anyways, I guess, but like the thing is, one of the like points that I didn't put on here was a guy asked about Ferrothorn not being fucking what is the anticipation. He was just like, is that intentional? I just shook my head. I'm like, because in call he was asking, and like we were all chilling out. None of us helped him. He asked, and I was just like, I shook my head, and I was just like, if he's anticipation, he's meant to be anticipation. It's the hidden ability.
Yeah.
Which anticipation Ferrothorn was a good bring, considering it scouted for a lot of shit. He misprepped by not. Wait. Going back to my second. He should have brought physical Victini, in my opinion, considering it did more versus Pag's team. Because like, what special Tini doing to Chansey?
I like the mix. I would have liked the mix Tini, like V-Create, U-Turn, and Thunder, maybe Power Up Punch.
I feel like Bolt Strike did more to Aloe anyway.
I don't know.
So I feel like physical.
I feel like that would have come down to prep and be if he's a solo vest or just regular leftovers.
Yeah, I mean,
it should have been decided there, which it's not wouldn't do any help to try to decide.
In my opinion, physical tuning was just better. So, he misprepped by not bringing Superior, in my opinion, as it was a big threat to Pag's walls. Because Pag had to bring, like, if he had HP Fire Chansey, he sort of beat Pag's entire team. Considering Pag had to run Rindoberry, Miracle, Blastoise to beat it, really.
Like, a sub-seed Superior would just put in monstrous work this game.
Sub-seed, Leaf Storm, HP Fire just beat Pag's basically entire team, so... he barely prepped for any of Pag's Stolly Mons, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, he let his entire team get walled, and then he relied too much on special breakers when Chansey exists right there. Because even though Gudra is physical, it's not breaking Chansey.
Yeah.
He relied on Victini Explode to break his entire team, which...
It was physical Explode, wasn't it?
Was it? I saw Focus Blast.
It was.
No, I think you're talking about the Week 2 match that guy had.
Oh, it might have been.
He had Focus Blast. So if he was mixed, oof. But I think it was Specs Explode, which, you know, is the good set. So, who do we have lower next? Me or Pag? Do we want to?
I would say probably.
Probably me, but do you just want to talk about Pag next? Since we're on the subject of the Dallas face-off.
Might as well. The battle for Dallas.
Yeah, the battle for Dallas. So, Pag brought Deoxys Speed, Alamola, Ferrothorn, Chansey, Mimikyu, and Blastoise. So yeah, I helped Pag prep, and I know all of his sets. Haha. So the sets he brought were he was Sash, Nasty Plot, Deoxys, Speed, which after some chip destroyed all of A-Guy's team. He was Akaberry, Anticipation, Ferrothorn with spikes, like sort of standard. He was more Spadef Aloe, like he was mixed defensive but more Spadef, sort of standard set. He was mixed defensive Chansey, Mimikyu, Mium, Z, SD, Mimikyu to like Oko, Lando to E after +2, and then Rindoberry, Mirko, Blastoise. So, yeah, some of the notes I only have like 3 notes on him because I didn't really have anything bad to say. Because he whittled down A-Guy's team enough for offensive threats to win easily. Because, oof. The couple things that I had to say about him in a bad way were he could have preserved Mons for a 6-0 or even a 5-0, and he played a bit recklessly around some threats like him on top. I saw some like he left Chansey on him on top like multiple times.
Whenever you could just win hard Mimikyu,
yeah,
which he did, but
and let it get toxic and therefore let it die instead of switching out and preserving like, a 6-0.
I would say he could have just went into Ferrothorn because Ferrothorn would have at that point eaten up anything that Hitmontop could have went for.
Yeah, it's just
if he was Iron Barbs, but he wasn't Iron Barbs, so
yeah,
that was kind of pointless.
But Anticipation was a good bring in my opinion.
It was a good bring.
It helped him figure out if Goodra was a fire type move. It helped him figure out a lot of shit. Except I wish Hidden Powers or Anticipation worked with Hidden Powers though. That would be so lit.
That's kind of like why can't Hidden Powers have their own Z move?
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, that's basically all the stuff I have about Pag. Please tell me you have something to say.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say besides that. You pretty much summed it up nicely.
Yeah, I definitely think Pag is improving as a battler. I mean, I'm in a league with him, and he wasn't that good, but I definitely think he's done better. So I like the initiative to do better. Like, if someone isn't good, I like, instead of, the thing I always give points for, because this is why A-Guy, in my opinion, this is why A-Guy's always, like, bottom of the list for me, or probably will be, is because he doesn't show initiative to get better, whereas Pag did, so that's where I get the points. Anyways, I guess we'll talk about me next. Ooh-woo.
Woohoo.
Ooh-woo. How about you talk about me? I'll summarize what I brought. First. So,
explain it to me.
Let me open up my team that I brought. So I brought a Water EMZ, or Z-Rain Dance Manaphy, sort of standard. I sped crept Monosard Y, which came into, like, it was a very important thing in the match, apparently. I brought Defensive Grand Bull without a way to get rid of Goth. I brought a very interesting Munchlax set. Toxic Whirlwind, Body Slam and Rest. Spadef for Zard Y. I ran Scarf Chandelure. I ran SD3 attacks, Mega Glade, and then I ran Shed Shell, Edge Steel. So, why don't you say a couple things? Because I have notes, but I want to see what you think.
I'd like to start off by talking about the 50-50 turn 1.
Oh yeah, that was hell.
Yeah. Because, like, either way, you lost that Chandelure.
Yeah, it was just like, okay, so do I get damage off on this possible Sash Weavile, or do I switch out and risk the pursuit? Yeah. I lose Chandelure either way, so it was just like, why not get damage on the Weavile and make it, cripple it for later game, really.
Yeah, Gothitail was on matchup a huge problem because it could have just Trick, Scarf Trick, the Munchlax, the Gramble. and then
Um,
just rest up on either one and just one right there.
yeah, that's why I had a lot of prep for Goth, except I forgot to put something on Granbull, which overall fucked me because Granbull was my counter to Weavile, and Goth proceeded to trap Granbull and eliminate my counter.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for someone to bring a choice scarf on an obvious Pokemon to.
Oh yeah, that'd be lit.
Yeah, like that's probably the only game plan I would have against the Goth. But at the
So
same time, it could just switch out and trick something else a choice scarf, and you just have a choice scarf something you don't need. So,
yeah,
yeah, there you go.
I mean, what? I mean, people will find out creative sets to use. So,
Yeah.
anything else to say about me before I fucking berate myself?
No, dude, go ahead.
Okay, so
You lost in large part to a speed tie.
oh
I
yeah,
will say that.
yeah, that's the notes I had. So misplay. So you covered a lot of things. Misprep by not bringing a way to deal with Goth on Granbull. Misplayed. I feel like I misplayed by leaving Chandler in turn one versus Weavile, although it can make some sense, considering he could have pursuit trapped me.
And then you would have just gotten off nothing.
Yeah, I misprep
And
by
then he
not
was gonna
bringing a
set
better
you.
Mon to deal with Florges, because Florges was a huge problem to a lot of my threats. Um, I loved my Munchlax ring as it was interesting and it helped phase hazards onto Killo's team. I misplayed by cooking Thunderwave on a Weavile at 1%. In my opinion, I could have just knocked the fuck out. I was a bit unlucky with Whirlwind rolls. If I didn't get that Rotom out on the Whirlwind rolls, I think I would have had a good chance at winning.
Mm-hmm.
And then the game was decided by a coin flip. Literally, whoever won that coin flip won the entire game. So that sucked. Yeah, so that's basically what happened in my game. Goth was a huge problem. Although I prepped interestingly, I prepped decently well. But just not having the thing on Granbull, oof to me.
I do think that you might have misplayed. I don't know the calc by letting Mega Galley take a +1 psychic from Gothtail, but I don't know if a knockoff would have straight up knocked it out.
Oh, I had to be +2 knockout. That's why I
Okay.
speed. So shall we move on to the top half of our list?
Yes.
Alright.
We should.
So I guess next person we talk about is the fucking Killua.
Probably Primer.
Well, no, Killua's. Let's just talk about Killua because we're on that note. So Killua brought Nidoking for Florges, Runamo, Weavile, Gothitelle, and Mega Charizard. Why? The notes I have about him are Sash Weavile was a good break, Standard Goth was a big threat in prep, and it performed how it was intended to. Florges was only Mega Gully counter, which wasn't too terribly prevalent. And Florges was a catch-all BL wall for the team. Sure, Nidoking was a good bring, relied on Rotom too much to get rid of hazards, and the game was decided by coin flip. The thing is, I have all the winning people at the top because all of them were like pretty strong wins, and I felt like Killua's win was not the least, like the weakest win, so that's why I put him at the 5th.
Well, I'll say that there was not really much of a point to bring Zardwire, but Zardwire is pretty much an always bring because there's really no reason not to.
Munchlax was my only counter to Zardwire.
Yeah. So, like, there's no reason to bring it, but it's a Zardwire, so there's no reason not to bring it.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought Nidoking was a really cool bring. Sash Weavile is the GOAT.
Oh,
It got rid of exactly what you needed it to because it couldn't give Chandelure a Flash Fire boost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't like Rotom as a defogger. I thought his defogger should have been Florges.
I feel like he relied on it a lot. Like, if I had gotten rid of Rotom and then set up Rocks, his team would have... I think he would have lost at that point. Because
Yeah, I feel like I wish...
Revile wouldn't have been able to do anything, and then Zardwire was that low.
Yeah, I feel like a Wish Protect Defog Florges was a better bring for hazard removal.
So, Antoine, why do you have Killua at 2nd?
Um, pretty impressive. I thought it was a pretty impressive win.
I mean, it was a great game though.
It was a great game. I feel like of all of the victories, his was probably second most impressive over even over Primer and Pag. I didn't put Pag that guy high because it was a guy.
You're not wrong, but I have him at third because I seen his ability before and I feel like he's really improved. So, and I mean, to be honest, beating a guys that badly is still a feat, to be honest.
And the reason why I put you higher is because that game was literally just a 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not discredit either Killa's victory or your loss as compared to Pag beating Primer.
Yeah.
Or not Pag beating a guy, I mean.
Yeah, so. I mean, I'm not mad that I lost to a 50-50. It's better than losing to like a crit or a 30% roll. Cough, cough, my other games of that week.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's move on to Primer, who brought Zygarde 50, Tapu Fini, Deoxys Defense, Jolteon, Incineroar, and Mega Aggron. It's one of the bad things I have about him. I just read my notes. He didn't name Deoxys Defense hashtag give them the D, SMH.
This is true.
This is why he didn't 6-0 you. Anyways, in my opinion, Jolteon was a great bring as it grabbed momentum every time it came in. Considering your ground type was Golurk. And you were not bringing that boy.
No, not a chance.
Yo, wait, you got Sandslash, right?
Yeah, I was going to recommend we talk about the week 2 transaction.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I have a late ass name for you, Sandslash.
Alright, we'll get there.
Alright.
We'll get there.
Alright. Anyways, damn, I need to make slides for that next week then. He didn't bring a super good Golurk check, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like,
fair,
Bandit Golurk was sort of
like,
good to bring.
To be fair, a Deoxys defense, like the one he brought where it was super physically bulky, could have just knocked it off and then just recovered up on it.
Nani, let me check this count. Deoxys defense. Shadow Punch from a non-banded Golurk is still doing half to max Dio. My boy. Why did you not bring Golurk?
What ability is that?
Iron Fist.
Okay. I don't think I would have brought Iron Fist. I feel like I would have brought a No Guard.
Yo, you could have also brought Klutz Band. I think that works. You would have gotten the attack boost, but you wouldn't have been locked in.
That's a good point. I feel like I would have just brought Iron or No Guard just to Dynamic Punch some Mega Agrons. And some Licky because I knew Licky was going to be a huge problem if he brought it.
He played well to grab a win, considering he fucking stalled your fucking team to death.
Yeah.
And then he brought pretty good brings overall. I didn't have a problem with what he brought.
I do. I feel like see, the team I figured he'd bring would either be Zygarde or Gliscor, probably Zygarde, Amoonguss, Licky, Mega Aggron, Tapu Fini, and probably either Jolteon or Incineroar.
Yeah, Jolteon was an amazing bring though, because if you didn't bring you didn't bring Golurk, so every time it came in, it just you're like, okay, time to switch into something and let it die, because all this momentum.
Well, I mean, Tangrowth was a big part in that.
But then he brought in Incineroar every time.
Yeah.
And just, Flare Blitz, and he got, like, free damage off on your walls. So, yeah. Anything else you gotta say, my boy?
No, I got smashed. Moving on.
You got smashed. Let's talk about the second team. Well, the second to last team. The Tulsa Excadrillos and Rogue! My boy! This boy. He 5-0'd the fuck out of his own. Bringing Gigalith, Ribombee, Mega Garchomp, Nihilego, Vaporeon, and Mew. Sadly, Mega Garchomp got no kills this game. So he's gonna have to work to that top 3 kill leader. Um,
Only 8 games left.
you right.
Only 8 games to catch up.
So, in my opinion, Vaporeon was a really great bring, being a lucky bastard as it is. Uh, considering he Scald Burn both Metagross and Armaldo. Did he Scald Burn anything else?
I do not believe that he even gave Salamence the chance.
Yeah. He played really well for a Nihilego sweep. Considering, once Metagross died, it won. He brought really good walls this game to whittle down Zone's offense, considering he did not bring a counter to Gigalith Ape. He kept sticky webs up, guaranteeing many paths to victory, being maybe Specs Mew, Mega Garchomp, Nihilego. So yeah, and even maybe Choice Meta Gigalith if he felt like it, if he brought that. He did get lucky. The dick. Yeah, he did get lucky in his match, which did help in his win. As like if Metagross didn't get paralyzed, maybe Zone would have gotten like 3-0 or something. I don't think the burns necessarily decided the game. I still felt like Vaporeon could have walled Metagross.
Oh, easily, and then
And
like
still have gotten the Scald Burn because it's 30%.
and just pointed out that Vaporeon still did over 50 to an Armaldo.
Armaldo's ass.
Armaldo is ass.
And then Rogue, I like he brought a creative for Bombi set with Stun Spray, which I thought was a really good break.
Yeah, that was a good bring.
Yeah, considering he was able to Stun Spray the place one and basically cripple that shit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yo, if we keep seeing like dominant wins from Rogue, boy oh boy, will that be scary.
I'm just saying, he could be as dominant as he wants, but Mega Garchomp is not getting in the top 3.
But you don't want Spectrum to draft Stall?
I do. I just have no faith in Mega Jump.
Alright. We'll see. So, and then last but not least, or last but, the best, let's say, of this week was the Nottingham Fortress and Coach Tort. He brought Tapu Koko, Crocodile, Rotom Heat, Karen Black, Starmie, and Yuxi. Now, in my opinion, placing Rogue and Tort was just like, in my opinion, they could have gone either place, in my opinion. Because, like, they both played extremely well.
Yeah, I feel like carrying over from the previous power ranking to this one, it's just still so obvious that Tor has a better team.
Oh yeah, definitely. So that's why I put Tort higher, because his post-draft power ranking was better. So
I wouldn't necessarily call it that. I'd just say that it just reconfirmed what we all kind of knew to begin with, that
it seems really
Tor
fucking
had
good.
the best team. Yeah, and that he knows how to play it.
Yeah. So, yeah, because if we were talking about best team, I still think A-Guy's team is really fucking good.
Yeah, on paper.
Yeah, but A-Guy sucks. Haha. Anyways, Tort brought really good brings in Karen Black and Tapu Koko as they beat Ryan's entire fucking team. He controlled Hazards well for his win. Actually, yeah. How about you say some points before I finish my entire thing of notes, and you have nothing to say?
Yuxi was a really good bring. Yuxi is always kind of a good bring.
Yeah, especially with Thunderwave, because it put good pressure on his walls. Or, no, not walls, offense. Oof.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like it was kind of a bold move not to bring Mega Scizor, but I can also see why he didn't.
I mean,
because that thing kind of just got willowed by Rotom Wash.
Mega Scizor was just walled too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I feel like that was his truly only reliable way to kill a Sylveon. Because, like, as I said in Ryan's, he could have stalled it out with the electric terrain with Sylveon.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just lived the rest of the game. Unless it had, like, Toxic on Rotom Heat.
Yeah, true.
Or, of course, a Iron Head from Kieran Black.
He did do a couple misplays that cost him a possible 5-0 or 6-0. Like staying in with Crook on a Sylveon and then staying in with Rotom on a Haxorus. So
I don't think Life Orb Starmie was too good of a bring. I feel like a Bold Me could have done better. Just because it still outsped half of the team and then, rapid spin without taking a 10%.
yeah, he definitely relied on Rotom Heat to beat Mega Alakazam, which it was a good thing that Mega Alakazam died early, or else he would have had a problem with it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because if he brought like AV Starmie, maybe that would have been an interesting thing for Mega Alakazam. And then my last note was he kept good pressure on Ryan's walls, which was a good thing. Still think Pukumuku was a shitty bring.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Anyways, let's go over. Do you want to go over standings or trades first?
You want to do standings, trades, then maybe pick'ems?
Sure. So,
Works for me.
So. If I can remember all this shit, because CB's already done shit. If I can remember this correctly, Rogue is in first place at 1-0 plus 5. Tort is in second place at 1-0 plus 4. Pag is in third place at 1-0 plus 4. Oh shit, then it's fuck.
Primer and Kula should be tied for 1-0 plus 1.
Yeah, but was there a 3? Oh, fuck, I don't remember any of this shit. So yeah,
Alright, let me
fourth and
explain
fifth. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm stupid.
There's
Anyways,
only 5 winning teams a week.
Shh, I forgot. I thought this was 12. Yeah, so, quick mess. Primer is at, who would be higher? I'm gonna base it off of power rankings. So Primer is in fourth place at 1-0 plus 1. Kilo is at fifth place at 1-0 plus 1. I'm at, 6. No, technically, because I have a better PR than you.
No.
That's what I'm basing ties off
If
currently.
you're going by,
Current PR for auto, because there's no it's either we're tied or
I was gonna say that Florges was more dead than the Ox's defense. Yeah, that doesn't really help my case any.
so yeah. I'm in sixth place at 0-1 minus 1. You're in seventh place at 0-1 minus 1. Then it goes to Ryan, right? Ryan at 0-1 minus 4. A guy at 0-1 minus 4, and then Zone at 10th at 0-1 minus 5. Ooh woo. So yeah, how about you go over trades?
Trades. Let me open up the
I
Discord.
think there was maybe only one.
No, I think there was a few. There was,
Here, let me start deleting messages that are prevalent.
yeah. There was a,
There was something involving Linoon, I know that.
Rogue traded Lanoon to Hag for, I can't remember what he traded it for. It doesn't really say, but I remember it was traded.
It was traded for Cottony.
Cottony. Yeah, that's right. And then Rogue dropped Cottony for Stoutland. Pag dropped Chansey for Staraptor, but
Which
then
he immediately changed after week 1.
I dropped Golurk for Sandslash.
And then I believe the next trade is mine, which is next week.
Yep. Or wait, was that? Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So those were it.
Yeah. So and then let's go over pick'ems.
Pick'ems. Let me open up the document.
Or we do this at the pick'em channel.
Nah, dude, we got document.
Oof. So
CB made this nice document for us, and we're not even going to use it.
I don't have it open. Pass me this document, my dude.
I'd just like to point out how I am first in pick'ems.
You are? Damn.
12-2, and then 1.
Nice.
Like
nice.
I get my locks right.
Man, if only I'd won that speed tie, he would have lost that pick'em. Anyways, so yeah, you ended up week 1 12-2 1. With 1 correct lock. I ended, I'm pretty sure, 6-3 with 2 correct locks. Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's go over our picks for week 2. TB versus Liam. I voted TB because I still don't believe in Liam. To be honest.
Yeah, I don't have no faith in Liam. No offense, Liam. But
Slimy's ass. So you have to prove me wrong. JS versus Justin.
I think most everybody got that one wrong.
What? Huh? Antoine, you're spoiling. I voted for JS, but I meant to actually vote for Justin because I mocked with him, but I forgot in time, so rip.
I'm just saying I will never bet against JS. Not once in my life.
Okay. Matt v CB. I voted for CB because I believe.
I voted for Matt because I'm a realist. And Matt, if Matt will skull burn something of CB's, and it will cost CB the game. There is just no doubt about it. If it was a Blastoise, but it's not a Blastoise.
You're not wrong. Anyways, Spectrum versus Slimy. I voted Spectrum, because Slimy's doing not great.
No, not really.
Gels versus Nada. I voted Nada.
Yeah.
Wait, I actually locked Spectrum versus Slimy, so that's a thing.
Yeah, I locked Nada.
Nice. Gonna lose that.
No. Nada's gonna smash Joe.
You versus Pag. I voted for Pag because I feel like he had a strong week 1, and you didn't.
I could not vote for myself, but I'm extremely confident in myself.
Yeah. A-Guy versus Killua. I'm pretty sure
Killua.
everyone voted for Killua except for Rogue,
And that's
who locked A-Guy. Which is interesting.
Not a bold move. It was a bold move.
Very bold. Rogue v Primer. I voted for Primer. Because
Yeah, I voted for Primer.
I cannot vote against Deoxys defense.
Yeah. I think Primer's probably top 2 in this league in terms of pure battling ability.
Yeah. Or in our division? Or
Oh, in our division, yeah.
Yeah. Me versus Ryan.
Oh yeah, I picked my man's Chew. Chew's gonna smash Ryan.
Only one person voted for Ryan.
Was that Rogue? Yeah, it was Rogue.
Yeah. And then Zote versus Tort. I'm pretty sure that's obvious who I voted for.
Yeah, I locked Tord.
I'm pretty sure I locked Tort as well.
You did.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I made a couple coach bets, my dude.
Oh, are we going over some of those too?
I mean, I was just gonna go over my pick'ems one with Nada.
All right.
So if I get better pick'ems than Nada, Nada has to draft semi-stall, and if she gets better pick'ems than me, I have to draft hyper offense, which is gonna be great. So I gotta stay up on top of these fucking pick'ems, my dude.
You do. You're gonna have to do the scouting.
The scouting, yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it for WCBL Week 1 Power Rankings. We have been your hosts, Chew and Anton. We will see you next week. We're gonna hit you with them PRs next week, my dudes.
Yeah, people will be getting smashed.
Smashed and clapped up.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.